Hello guys, in this video I would like to explain can compare data with quantiles. Uh, Before this video, in the previous video, we discussed about that how we can compare data set by using mean or medians. That was single statistics, so you can the description to that video is mentioned. The link to that video is mentioned in the description of this video. So if you want to know that how you can compare data sets by using mean or median using the probability density function plots like you see on the screen. You can see that video. In this video, I would like to explain that how we can compare data by using different quantile. Usually we mention 5th and 25th, 50th, 75th and 95th. Normally we sometimes we interested in the lower quartile. I mean, 5th percentile you can say, and the 95th percentile. So you can change, you can only mention those extreme values for two or more than two data sets, and then you can see which data has the higher quantile, the 95th percentile value or 5th percentile value. So this will help you in many areas where you are talking about mostly extreme values. However, you can also compare the values by using the 50th percentile, which is equal to the median value. So let's move to the RStudio where you will see that how you can do this. Okay. Okay, I'm just opening this data set. This is consecutive dry days. Suppose whatever the data you have, just read this, and then I want to assign x1 to the density of x2. I mean, you can see this data held up this, so you will see the top values. Okay, this means this is still need more space. Again, you can run. Yes, you can see you have this type of data. So you mean that now I'm just assign, you can plot in the same command that plot density and then this value, but I assign here that x1 represent the density of x. This second column, this one, because this is here, second column, x2 represent the density of the third column and so on. So I'm just doing this to assign densities to these variable x1, x2, x4, x5 and x6. Let's do this. And initially I would like to explain that how we can do this for two. Initially I will do for two variables, and I will discuss about all required, I mean that four quantiles. So but initially, because this screen is split into four parts, so I would like to make it two and single. The command is for mf or w equal to c to 1 into 1. Okay, now I need to plot this. Okay, the first variable. Okay, now the second variable. So this is something like this. You can change. This is not okay. Now you can mention the two quantile, the fifth and the 95th are the first data. This means the red color for the red data. Okay, so the fifth quantile, and this is the 95th. You can also say percentile. So fifth percentile and 95th percentile. This divide the data. I mean, the percentile divide the data into 100 equal parts. Now you can draw the second one, the blue color. It will represent in blue color, and this will be for this data. So you can compare the data there. This is the fifth percentile of the red color data, and this is the fifth percentile of the blue color data. And you can see this line. This blue line is the 95th percentile of the blue data, and this is 95th percentile. So you can compare data set like this by using percentile. Let's do this in different way, because I want to mention data set which are close to each other. Okay, these two are the data sets. You can increase this. Okay, do this. Okay, same thing. You can decrease the value to 0.1, and let's see how this is better. No, not this one, as I have done this one already. I want to do this one. You can compare any type of data sets, no problem. Okay, so these are the two data sets, and remember that the first data set represents the quantile for the first data is mentioned here with the same color, red color. So you can see, okay, these are the 5th, 75th, and not, this is the 50th. Okay, I will see here 50th, and now 5th, 50th, 75th, and 95th. I ignore the 50th, not the 25th. You can mention 25th as well, because if you want, you can just need to write. And remember, this is the command AB line equal to V vertical quantile, and quantile for the variable X, and this is the subtitle, that mean the second column, and then you need to mention the quantile. If this is a list, you need to mention like this C and then brackets and all the values. And if it's the single value, you don't need to write C and brackets. If you want to mention 25th, you can 0.25 comma. I also need to write this as well to see. Okay, so these are the two. And if you want to write the 25th for this as well, I will write again. So you can see 0.25. Okay, now I need to plot it again. Okay, and now the last data set, I don't want to mention these data set. You can mention. Okay, now this is, you can see now you see 5 lines, because I mentioned 5 quantiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you can draw this one, the last one. Remember, I'm ignoring this now. These are now the 5 lines for the purple color data, second data sets. So you can see that this is 95th percentile for the red color data, 75th, 50th, and this is 25th, and the two lines are on each other here. So this means that the 50th percentile for both data set is similar. You can see again, because I did not notice this, but it is the same. Just try this again, plot this one. Now plot this. Okay. Okay, 25th. So this means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 lines. Okay. Now plot this one and just look which lines lie on the other lines here. I think it should be some. Let's see. Let's try this. Okay, now it's okay. It's fine, because this has 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, why this has 4 lines? Just look at this again. There is some line which is, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 lines. So there is some line from the purple curve which, okay, this line is the same. Can try again. Still, I did not find the line which is same. Okay. So this you can compare the data set with by using these different quantiles. You can make it little wider, so you can see you can compare data sets by using appropriate quantiles from each data set, that which data has the higher quantile and which data has lower quantile. I mean the corresponding quantile. I mean if you're talking about 95th, or you're talking about 25th, or you're talking about the 5th quantile. So you can compare data set by using this. We have two data set in this case. So I mentioned the 5 quantiles. If you have more data sets, then you don't need to mention all the quantiles. Like in this case, let me plot this. Okay, so these are different data sets, and the behavior and the nature is different. Then I mention only the 5th and 95th quantile. So you can see, just run this. Yes, the only 5th and 95th. So you can compare the 5th quantile for each data set, that which data set has more data at this point, and you can compare the 95th quantile for each data set in this case. Now at the end, I would like to show you that how you can make multiple plots in the same layout and compare the data set by, whatever quantile you like. I'll show you the code. So this is the code, and I would like to draw this for the first, this data. Now the second data is this one. I need to copy the other code here so that I can easily run and show you the code. So this is the same code for each part, no problem. If you see this one, you can replicate for the other data sets, no problem. Okay, here. So this is the code which you can write for this type of plot. So this is for another data set. We have 4 data set. This is for third, and this is for fourth. So let me select these and then run it. I need to make it little like this. You can run this by Control plus Enter. Okay, so that's look like nice plots for 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, and 4 variable. And you can see I mentioned the 4 quartile for each data set: 5th, 50th, 75th, and 95th. And similarly for this one, there's 2 are same, so it is mentioned 3 only for the red color, because the blue color is override on the right, the red color for one quantile. I don't know and now which one is. You can see that 4 for red, 4 for blue color. Here you can see blue colors have more data at the higher quantile. You can see like here, and red color has less data, more data in the lower side, on this side. Similarly, you can compare. This is quite different. Each quantile of this data is greater than each quantile of this data. This is quite obvious because the data nature is like this. The distribution is quite different. You can compare this. You can compare this. This is also quite clear. The distributions are different. So this, I think, is enough for today. This can help you to compare different data sets. I mentioned only 2 data sets for 4 variables. You can compare more data sets, but be careful if you mention, if suppose I mention more data set and more line, then it will be confusing for me. This will be very congested to explain. So thank you very much and see you in the next video. Ciao.